Okay. Bushta.
That was bloody brilliant. Well done.
you.
Okay, very good recall. Okay, so here we are in Leamington Spa, Angleterre. Where?
Oui, en Angleterre.
Nous sommes en Angleterre, innit?
En Angleterre.
Yeah, at the first ever annual general meeting. Can it be an annual general meeting if it's the first?
I hope so, yeah. It would be good to see each other like every year. Yeah, I would love to.
Yep, for VNS Daith, yes?
Yes. So my name is Aurore.
Yep. How'd you spell that? That's kind of...
Aurore. Just like the Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, okay, yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
princess. So.
Yeah, I'm with the Princess Aurora.
Yeah, so and I come from France.
Yep.
So when I was here, because I had a Daith made like 4 years ago.
Oh, no, that's interesting. You pronounced it correctly, didn't you? Or because it's Daith or it's Darth, isn't it?
It's
as in
Darth,
like
yeah.
Darth Vader. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. Yeah, not a lot of people know that VNS Daith can be and probably should be pronounced VNS Darth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Carry on. Sorry.
So I had a Daith who was working marvelously and changed my life 4 years ago, and then I got COVID, and the migraines came back terribly.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, can we rewind back to how and why your Darth piercing correct? What did they correct, and what was going well?
So prior to the Daith, I had huge migraines. I could sometimes lose eyesight for like half an hour or get paralyzed.
Do you get that freaky little symmetrical, colourful
Yeah,
pattern?
and couldn't watch the sunlight or whatever it was like. So I could sometimes have to put myself in a dark room, and with 4 children, it's quite impossible to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was looking for answers, and because medication is not a good thing on the long term.
Yeah.
And then one of my brother who lives in the United States called and say, "Hey, have you heard about that?" And that's how I found here in UK, because in France they don't do it.
It doesn't exist in France?
No, you can do like the jewelry type, but not the medical type.
Okay, so cosmetic piercing only, yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so was this effective immediately, or was something you sort of noticed gradually after your treatment?
Immediately. Like, I was just like in tears when it... Yeah, because it was just like everything was just shifting in my body, just like I just felt a total relief. And I had like pains in my back and my shoulders and everywhere. Like I didn't even realize I had pain because I was living with it for like 12 years.
Yeah.
So it was just weird, to feel your body again.
Yeah, sort of. People don't know that they're sort of. I'm quite round-shouldered, and that's not because I walk with a stoop or anything. I mean, it's kind of very much corrected now, but sort of, and it's on its way to being. But that was hunching through having terrorist teachers and parents as a child, just and so you just like, and you kind of withdraw. So yeah, very much yourself. So you had this treatment for the migraine. So the migraine, the frequency went away or the intensity went away. What?
Both.
Both.
I mean, I was like migraine free for like 2-3 years.
Wow, not a single incident.
Nope.
That's
I
pretty
could have like mild headaches,
Yeah.
like normal humans.
Yeah,
But I mean, no migraines.
Yeah.
I was like, I could go out and look at the sun and be okay. I could just have a laugh with the kids and make noise.
It's not because you're a vampire, it's because you're a migraine.
No. Don't spoil the secret.
Yeah.
So no, I could have a normal life.
Yeah. Okay.
I could drive. I could do normal things.
Right. Can I just ask you to uncover your right ear for me? Because I notice you've got things.
Yeah.
What's going on there exactly?
So they're testing different points to add another piercing to it to activate the Daith that I had like 4 years ago.
Okay. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Because COVID came along, and then it was kind of we went back to the bad old days. Yeah.
Exactly. So I had. In France, you have to do the vaccines and the shots. I mean, it's part of the government laws, so we had to do it. So I had the first vaccine, was okay. Then I had the first shot, and then I got migraines back, mildly. And then I got COVID, and then I was back at the hospital, and they thought I was having a stroke because the migraine, everything was just so terribly painful. So, and since then I got migraines.
Okay. So, are you here for a treatment today?
Yeah.
You're here
to reactivate the Daith and find solutions.
So you came all the way from France?
Yeah. Yep.
For a treatment, yeah?
For a treatment and just for the day. So I arrived this morning and leave tonight.
Okay. So you're due, in half an hour to have a treatment, yeah?
Yeah. So we're just testing the different points, and then they're going to pierce it. And but since this morning, they have been like moving stuffs inside, and they have added some ASB needles, and I mean, I already feel things differently. Since I arrived this morning,
even with the prodding that you've had, for want of a much better term. Okay. So you're quite excited about this, and then you fly back home, and then we'll see how this pans out. Yeah.
Well, I already feel a difference.
Yeah. Even with the
because
the
it's just touching the right points. That can.
Oh yeah, because what you've basically got, you've got kind of acupressure needles in there to look for
the correct point to be pierced and have like a long-term solution, because I can't come here like every week or month. Yeah. So I need a long-term solution. And Okay,
so you had got rid of your migraine, which is the preferred, the preferred ailment for this particular treatment is the majority. There are associated ailments, and there's been some kind of stealth benefits as well. Any stealth benefits with you? Is anything like, hang on a second. I mean, you did talk about your body and your posture and psychological flow, but did anything? I mean, with me, I've got really good eyesight as it is. I won the eyesight lottery, but
well done.
But and I'm an old man, and I'm 58. I don't wear glasses. So sorry. Okay. But what I did notice was. It was a brightness of vision. I have good vision anyway, but it was almost like, maybe it's psychological, but a clarity, like it's like almost like Buddhists talk about, but in a visual sense. It's just like, everything's crisp. Yeah, everything's very crisp.
Well, it was, and especially when you look at everything and everything is painful to look.
Yeah.
So you just rediscover the world around you. You just have pleasure to see colours and brightness, and just everything is just different.
I mean, that's profound, isn't it? For shoving a bit of metal into the ear. I mean, yes,
it can change your life.
It can change your life. Yeah, it's really profound. I mean, migraine is a big deal. I am a migraine sufferer, but I'm only a very, very, very low level sufferer. And I noticed that
I've been suffering for, let me think, she is 16, so about 15 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So what do you do for a living? What's your gig? What are you into?
My first and preference job is being a mom. I have 4 kids. Oh. But apart of that, I'm a psychotherapist, and I'm specialised in sexology. So I help.
Sorry, what?
Sexology.
You're in Britain now. Can you read in that kind of language? Excuse me.
Sex therapist.
I'll edit this out. I'm going to edit this out. Okay. Right. So okay. So does this? Do you think this nicely overlaps with your sexology then?
Well, it's better to be good when you have to help patients, and you have to, they just overload all their issues on you.
And so you don't, So it's a way of not absorbing.
Yeah.
So instead of absorbing, you hold and then move it where it needs to go.
Totally.
Yeah.
And, I'm helping couples not only with their sex lives, but in everything in their aspects of lives, like just being themselves. Could be teenagers with their sexual identity disorders. It could be like having a baby and then everything's changed in the house. How does the couple work through this? Or one of the couple is having a disease.
Okay.
How do you work through it? When you have a cancer, I mean, you can't have the same kind of relation, physical or emotional relation, when someone is ill. So there's a lot of things that can help, and having been in pain for so many years makes me able also to have a lot of empathy and understand things.
So let's give you a gratuitous plug for your your clinic, yeah? Yes? Yeah. All right, so for any Brits that need any French sex therapy, tell us where we go then. Where do we go?
Well, you can call on or contact Pussycat, and then I will leave you my email.
Okay, when she says Pussycat, she's referring to me, by the way. It's one of my... She is not a sex therapist called Pussycat. Just so
that would be so weird. No.
Well, I'm a 58-year-old man called Pussycat. You don't think that's weird at all? Huh? All right, but you haven't got a website then, or anything like that?
No.
Okay,
so it's just because then they have too many people.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Okay. Oh, you got enough clients as it is, have you, mate?
I have a lot, but I don't want to. I mean, I want to invest in the client and in their lives and find solutions and just not be polluted by too many people, and
right,
they don't find solution for them.
Do you know, you must
It's
be the
not for
first
money.
practitioner in history I've ever heard say, do you know what, client first, and just I want to specialise on the clients I got rather than give me more clients. Good on you. That if that's not a sign of authenticity, I don't know what is. Yeah.
I mean, I've done this job because I love what I do. I don't love the money out of it. I just love what I do.
Yeah.
And people pay me depending on how they gain their money.
Yeah.
So it's not like a same amount for everyone. Because it depends on your wage, and I don't want people to suffer. I want to help them. So.
Yeah. And it's a lifestyle business, and the way you get paid perfectly well for that. You don't need to be greedy. This is about quality, not quantity.
Totally.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I definitely, at the age of 58, I would definitely consider visiting a sex therapist, or either online or not.
There's no age for it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I have an issue, and that is not enough women throw themselves at me. Yes, so...
That's another issue.
Oh, is it? That doesn't come under a banner heading of your trim. All right, okay, fair enough. All right, so I'm going to say, how do I pronounce your name?
Aurore.
Aurora.
Well, if you want to say it in French, you have to say Aurore.
Oh, well, I am French, innit? So
Aurore.
Aurore.
Yeah, I know the R's are hard. Aurore.
Not for fluent French speakers like me.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Je parle très bien le français, innit?
Parfaitement.
Yeah, merci bien, beaucoup bien.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh, ouais. Je sais.
You're good.
Yeah.
Aurora would be fine.
What's your surname?
Payette.
Payette. Miss Payette, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye.